In the glitz and glamour of fame, there's one chilling truth. Sometimes, the very people who adore you the most can turn into your greatest threat. These are the true crime stories of 10 celebrities whose lives were tragically ended by the fans who once adored them. From pop culture icons to rising stars, they never saw it coming. Get ready. This is a story you won't forget. On the night of December 8, 1980, John Lennon, the legendary Beatle who preached peace and love, was murdered by a fan. Mark David Chapman, who had been obsessing over Lennon for months, stalked him to his home in New York City. Chapman called out to Lennon, who, unaware of the deadly intentions, signed an autograph for him just moments before he fired 5 shots at the beloved star. The world lost a man who symbolized peace and love, all at the hands of someone who once admired him. Selena, the queen of Tejano music, was adored by millions, but one of her fans, Yolanda Saldivar, took that admiration to a deadly level. In March 1995, Selena confronted Saldivar over allegations of embezzlement from the singer's fan club. After the confrontation, Saldivar, in a fit of rage, shot Selena in the back. Selena's life was cut short by the very person who had been entrusted to help her fan base. A tragic end to a legend. Rebecca Schaeffer was on the verge of becoming a household name when a fan's obsession turned fatal. In July 1989, Robert John Bardo, who had been following Rebecca for months, showed up at her doorstep and shot her in cold blood. A fan, fixated on the idea of a relationship, killed her. He later claimed it was because she rejected him. Kurt Cobain, the voice of a generation, was the target of a disturbing obsession. While his death was ruled a suicide, some believe that the pressure of his fame and the madness surrounding his fan base played a part in his tragic end. One fan, who had sent disturbing letters to Cobain, claimed to be saving him from his self-destructive lifestyle. Was it just a suicide, or was there something darker lurking behind the fame? Monica Seles was at the top of her game, dominating the tennis world, when a deranged fan turned violent. In 1993, Günter Pasch, a fan obsessed with Seles, stabbed her during a match in Germany. Pasch believed that Seles, the top tennis star, had betrayed his loyalty. Seles was forced to take a break from her career, and though she returned, the damage was done. A life-changing act driven by blind obsession. John F. Kennedy Jr., the son of a beloved president, was adored by the public. But one fan took that admiration to a dark place. Before his tragic death in a plane crash, Kennedy was stalked by a fan who sent disturbing letters filled with obsessive devotion. Some believe the pressure and constant scrutiny from fans may have contributed to the strain in his personal life. Could it have been the pressure of his fame that ultimately led to his untimely death? Gianni Versace, the iconic fashion designer, was known for his lavish lifestyle, but it was his celebrity status that made him a target. Andrew Cunanan, a fan obsessed with Versace, killed him on July 15, 1997. Cunanan had already taken several lives, but it was his delusional fixation on the designer that led him to murder. One fan's obsession turned deadly, and Versace's life was taken far too soon. James Dean, the troubled and brooding icon, was killed in a tragic car crash that some say was caused by a fan's obsession. Donald Turnipseed, a fan who had long admired Dean, was involved in the crash that claimed his life. It was an accident, but the weight of his fame and his interactions with his fans may have played a role in the tragedy. Legendary guitarist Dimebag Darrell, known for his work with Pantera, was tragically shot on stage by a fan who believed the band was responsible for the breakup of his favorite group. Nathan Gale stormed the stage and shot Darryl in front of a live audience. The tragic end of a metal icon, victim of a fan's unrelenting obsession. Christina Grimmie, a rising YouTube star and The Voice contestant, was murdered by a fan during a meet and greet. Kevin Loibel, a man who had been obsessively stalking Grimmie online, approached her during the event, posed as a fan, and shot her multiple times before taking his own life. Grimmie's life was taken by someone who admired her but couldn't handle the distance between them, a life cut short, the price of fame and the darkness of obsession. From tragic deaths to lives forever altered, these stories remind us of the fine line between admiration and obsession. Fame is a double-edged sword, and for some, it becomes a deadly weapon. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe and stay aware.